Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in this world. This is Hejin Lee with a morning update for Bitcoin. Okay, so I've readjusted the arrow. It was up here before. I brought it down because we did get a lower low. So this 5 did occur. Therefore, I moved the 5 down to here. I just need to readjust like this. Move the C, move the arrow back like this, and it's done pretty much that. So the key thing here is um, if this is a downward wedge, which counted as a zigzag of A, B, C, and if it's complete, then yesterday I drew a flag that Ethereum was working on. But for now, I'm going to remove that because I think that's going to be too many steps for it to try and follow. And if this is the ABC and the ABC is done, then what we need to do is see the waves start impulsing significantly. Okay, and of this 5 waves, price went to a little past the 0.78, and from there it started tracking upwards. Now, corrections are very difficult to count for any analyst because in every turn, with every turn, there's 34 combinations, sometimes 36 of possibilities in count. So what I would say for now, let's get rid of this fib also. What I would say for now is let's see if we can take a look at the longer term first. So here on the 4-hour chart, I had also, I believe last week, said that price is moving within the channel, which is very indicative of an impulse. And those impulse waves, we can count it as like this. So we saw wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So if 5 is done, then it's time for correction. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and all waves we're traveling well within the channel. But look, we have a break in the channel. So if this 5 is correct, and if it is done at a very increment, a little bit of a higher high compared to the 3, then what we could be looking at is a correction of some type that could go like this. It'll go to this cluster probably. And I'm saying that because price has come out of the bottom line of the parallel bottom trend line. And it's staying there for now. Now, if it comes back in, that's a bull wick. And it should go to 11,321 or somewhere in that range within the channel. And that's quite probable as well. Now, the longer term of the rounded bottom formation, yes, price has broken through what would be the contoured line. For now, it's okay. It can always come back up and reach the 11,800, that very big resistance line right here. Okay. And if it does, let me draw that resistance line like this. If it does do exactly that, then we are still well within the possibility that it can come up here. And what do you get? You have a left shoulder, head, and right shoulder pattern potential. So I just mark this left shoulder, head, and right shoulder. And if we move to the minimum 1 calculation, it'll look like something like this. So let's say it breaks out over there. We're looking at around 17,331, and I've provided this before in the past, so it's something to be well aware of. I think we should get there sooner or later. So much of June will be spent in this kind of process. And yes, I believe volume did confirm and still does. Yes, it does. You'll see the smaller one, bigger volume of the head, and you'll probably see a smaller volume for the right shoulder. And this would make an ideal head and shoulders. Now, what's the assurance level that this will happen? Look, there's nothing for guarantee, but this is one of the leading contenders in the pattern and the direction and the target using Elliott waves, pattern, price, and indicators. Now, talking about indicators, I want you to look at the MACD. Let's draw the trend lines for the MACD going like this. And this is what gets me just really, really excited. I mean, this to me does not say it is about to crash. Farthest from it, I think, in my opinion. This to me says that once, even if a little bit of a bull wick does occur, okay, fine. But it's sitting on the bottom trend line. And I think what's probably likely is for this to go swing up, down, and then up again like that. I think that's probably the likely scenario. This is my current primary count, and it has been for a while on a longer term basis. Mostly driven, let me give it a volume, it just makes it too messy. Mostly driven because of the coiling effect of the MACD. Now, the MACD could twist and turn because there's still about a month of space before really getting that close to the apex. So it can go up and down, and get so pressurized like so. And that's this kind of a movement in the MACD within the two contracting lines will have the price twist and turn as well, probably going like this. So I think let's not lose sight of the bigger picture. And for the way it is right now, HS looks mighty bullish. I mean, this is nothing compared to what we should really see. I mean, this is the minimum track of this head and shoulders. And why is it called a minimum? It is usually exceeded significantly. So what does that mean? Do we have a chance at an all-time new high? I think so. I think so. Is it by June, July? Maybe. Maybe in June, July, we'll get to 17, 18, 19,000, then go kaput, do a 50% correction into throughout the summer, and then back up again. That's my alternate scenario. All right. I was going to include Ethereum into this, but it'll make it too long. But I think I've given you enough of a gist and enough of data and analysis that I ideally should augment your own due diligence. Thank you and have a great day.